these 12 to 17-year-olds and a lot of 18 to 24-year-olds who like PewDiePie, who know PewDiePie, and watch his videos every single day are sitting there saying, the Wall Street Journal is fake news. Right now, at Hollywood and Highland, there's like a big Pirates of the Caribbean thing happening. This is the famous Hollywood and Highland. This is what most people think of when you think of Hollywood. Hey, you know where Donald Trump's star is at? Donald Trump's star? Is it covered?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. So I guess it's the premiere for Pirates and they got the Donald Trump stars covered up or something. So I'm leaving Los Angeles in a couple hours. I got an early flight. And so it's not super late here right now, but unfortunately my flight is going to take place while I normally produce and edit a lot of my videos. So I figured, you know what I can do? I can just walk around Hollywood and Highland and show you a little bit, but I got some stuff to talk about. I'll talk about YouTube in a second. I don't know if you've ever been to, I'm assuming a lot of you have never been to Hollywood, but it's very much like Times Square, but smaller. And this is, I don't even know what this place is called, honestly. Just like a little mall. They got Dave & Buster's, they got some fancy restaurants. Out on Hollywood and Highland, they've got a ton of people dressed up like characters, Freddy Krueger, you know, Captain Jack Sparrow. And they're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean premiere right now. But also, if you look straight down on the ground, you'll see this like trail, right? And there's the black marble parts, I think it's marble, have little stories about people who have come to Hollywood and made it in the industry. And they're outrageous stories, go figure. One of them's like, someone came into the office of some, you know, well-known producer and left a message in Morse code, and the producer was like, I must know what this means, and then gave the person a job or something. They're totally ridiculous stories that will never happen to most people, and you might as well just buy a lottery ticket, but that's Hollywood. Walk at the back of the plaza and not have to deal with all of the crazy shenanigans on Hollywood and Highland. Oh man. Well, by the time you're watching this, I am probably just arriving back in New York City. So my flight is really early in the morning, which means I'm gonna be on a plane and not have time to produce and edit like I normally do. When I'm not traveling to crazy places, I try to get my videos as close to real time as possible, even uploading an hour before I publish, sometimes closer than that. Sometimes I'm late. But for this video, I'm shooting it a day before you're gonna see it, otherwise I wouldn't have time to actually shoot and edit. But I want to talk about why I came down to Los Angeles. I came to do some meetings, some collaborations, and figure out how to work with other YouTubers to build audience, find people who do what I do, and encourage more people to do what I do. All right, here's the big challenge. I want you right now to think about how many YouTubers go on the ground and report. All right, how many did you think of? Because I can't think of any. There's only a handful. I think the biggest channel, correct me if I'm wrong, is We Are Change, Luke Radowski. So he's got, 450,000 subs. He's been doing this for like 10 years. And I know there's a handful of other people that do on-the-ground reporting, but can you think of any liberals who do their own independent channel and they go out and field report? Because I can't. So again, if you have any ideas, comment below. But that's the discussion I was having when I came out here. I was meeting with my multi-channel network, Fullscreen, and we were talking about some big channels that I could collaborate with. And yeah, we talk about the Young Turks and Dave Rubin and some of these other channels, but these are studio commentary channels. So while there is a good opportunity for networking and collaborating, where are the liberals, the left-leaning people who are starting their own channels and becoming personalities and going out and reporting? Man, there really is just a tiny amount of people who do this. So let me tell you a story, story time. Several years ago, I had a meeting with YouTube, and what they told me was that they have two kinds of news. Big news channels that have huge staff, and crank out videos like crazy. They don't get a ton of traffic, or they're just repurposing the videos they already intended to make and putting them on YouTube. The other kind of channel they have is somebody who uploads a video one time and never comes back. That's somebody who, that's a person who just happened to be filming something as it happened. And so they were talking to me about how I could come in and start building this community of people who would be real journalists and create an actual news community on YouTube, independent of the large corporations and sponsors and things like that. Truly independent journalists that use YouTube. It never happened. This was 5 years ago. And so here I am, years later. I've known Luke for a long time, and it seems like he's the only one doing this. Uh-oh, incoming ambulance. This is the benefit of recording a single shot on the streets in Hollywood. If that ambulance gets too close, you're not gonna hear a damn word I say, so I'll see if I can go behind this gas station. Oh, it's getting louder. So anyway, I came out to LA to try and coordinate with some of these people, and ultimately what we decided was, have I escaped the siren? That there's gonna be channels that aren't news related that I'm gonna have to work with. And there is something else interesting in all of this. People are losing trust in the mainstream news. They're no longer following these stories. They don't believe them. And we have, it's their own damn fault. Look at what happened with the Wall Street Journal and PewDiePie. PewDiePie's got 50+ million subscribers, right? And the Wall Street Journal thought that they were going to convince people that he was somehow racist or anti-Semitic or something like that. All they did was tell every one of those kids who watches PewDiePie that they're liars, that their story is hyperbolic. And now, these 12 to 17-year-olds and a lot of 18 to 24-year-olds who like PewDiePie, who know PewDiePie, and watch his videos every single day are sitting there saying, the Wall Street Journal is fake news. Where are they gonna go for actual news? So my strategy over the past several months after I left Fusion was, I'm not gonna join another company. I'm gonna do something entirely on my own, something different that I don't even know what it is. Because these kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna have questions and they're not trusting the establishment media. And I guess the scary thing is, a lot of people are not trusting the established media anymore. Like I swear to God, I'm becoming a media critic with how many videos I've put out criticizing the mainstream media. So here's what I'm gonna ask of you. If you have any ideas for creators who do on-the-ground news, real commentary, travel, adventure, comment below, let me know what you think, because these are the people I wanna collaborate with. And for the rest of you, if you can, start making news videos, be it commentary or go out on the ground. What we really need is people on the ground reporting. Over the past several years, we've seen local newspapers start to dry up, and that needs to be replaced because local reporting is some of the, if not the most important. When these local papers disappear, who's going to hold the powers that be in their communities accountable? If there's some small town mayor who's embezzling money or a small town police officer who's corrupt, who's gonna uncover that? And that's why we need more independent journalists to come out and pick up the slack as the media starts decaying and trust is lost. And that's gonna be you, whoever it is, whoever has the means. I know not everybody can do it, but if you can, you should. So here's what else I wanna do. I am so serious about getting as many people as possible involved in producing YouTube news that I want to, maybe at least once a week or something, start showcasing people who have started doing this. I've met a few people who are starting new channels, have a couple hundred subscribers. If that's you, shoot me an email. My email is tim@tagg.ly. It's on my Twitter account, @timcast as well. And let's start building up a news community that's not just conservative, that's not just liberal, that's just people who are going on the ground and talking about what's happening and getting serious about it. Most of what I've found is that the people who are willing to be independent and go out and do this sort of self-independent journalism, they tend to be conservative. And so that was kind of the point. It was to come out here and find some liberals who did this. And I can't. So maybe we just need to say, right now is when we do this. Many of us have lost faith in the big news companies. We can sit around and complain, or we can go fix it. So step one, I'm just gonna do what I do. I'm gonna film things that I see. I'm gonna tell stories the way I wanna tell them. It won't always be the most important, the craziest thing in the world, but I'll do my best as often as possible. And I gotta say this, look, dude's gotta take a break, vacation, chilling. So sometimes my video might just be a skate video or some weird food in some weird place, but I will have a video every single day. And you should too. So hit me up. If you like the video, click the like button, comment below, let me know what you think. Subscribe for new videos every day at 6 p.m. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram @timcast. I am probably just getting home from a boring plane ride by the time you're watching this. So by the time you're watching this, I'm gonna go lay down. I'll see y'all tomorrow.